Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tim with vetxovr, and I'm gonna do a review of a rooftop tent that I purchased about a month ago. Got it off of Amazon. It was one of the lower priced ones. I think in total with shipping it was like $1,200, and I'm gonna do a review on it. So the tent itself, it's made by this company Top B. They don't have a website that I know of. I haven't been able to find one, and I've only seen them for sale on Amazon. It is one of the budget tents, so it's not 4 or 5 grand like some of these other ones. Uh, so this review is there's gonna be pros and cons. One of the things that I really don't like is one of the first things I'm going to show you, and I'm going to reach out to the company to see if we can do something about it. All right, so this video is not going to be edited. I'm not being paid for this, so this is my honest opinion. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pause it, and then we're going to step outside and I'm going to show you the tent. All right, 1 second. All right, guys, so we're outside my truck now, and I'm just kind of parked out in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully everything's coming through, everything's good, and you can see everything. So one of the first things I'm going to show you is the tent itself. All right, and then I'm going to go through the tent, open it up, show you guys inside and everything. So one of the biggest cons that I have, and now let me tell you, this tent's only been up on my truck for about 3 weeks. One of the cons is it's really heavy. I think it's about 170 pounds. So it definitely took 2 people to get up on top of my truck. So that's a con, that it's heavy, but most of them are. All right, so I'm going to show you some of the things that have happened. All right, not sure if you guys could see it, but there is a crack right here. So then we're going to go across the top. Right here, there's some cracking. Right here is a really bad crack. Not sure if y'all could see it. So we're just going to continue along. And here's a really bad, wicked crack right here. And that is all the cracks that I found. All right, so the shell itself is pretty thin. So it is pretty thin. It's pretty flexible. As you can see, it kind of, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it kind of bows in where the latch is. Other than that, it's your typical tent. Now, I'll kind of pull out, so it is, not sure exactly what the name is. I call it a hybrid tent because you do have like the soft shell tents that open in half and then the clamshell tents. So this is kind of both. You get the hard top with the soft shell fold out. And it does come with the 2 latches. So when I received it, this latch was all bent up and everything. So I kind of had to bend it back as much as I could. And you can put a lock on it. I normally do. And that way nobody can get into it. There's really nothing in there to steal. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open it. I am out here on my own doing this video on my own. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to pause the video, open it, and then show you guys the inside. All right, 1 second. All right, guys, so here it is open. It's not open all the way. Just enough to kind of show you guys the outside, what it's going to look like. So as I said, it is a Top B, and it is your standard, hard shell, fold out, hybrid tent, whatever you want to call it. You got the top. I will be putting possibly a solar panel up on there. And here's your entrance. So your ladder is going to be your basic adjustable ladder. Does feel like plastic, but it feels pretty sturdy. I'm 260 pounds, so I've been up in it already, and it holds me. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the features. I like this. You have, the shoe bag. You got the shoe bag. and you have two of them. You know, so when you go to get into the tent, take your shoes off. It's got little pockets here. The only thing I don't like is the bag is solid. It's not a mesh bag. You know, so if you still have like super muddy shoes, you're going to want to at least somehow clean them off. You know, or you're going to have a muddy bag. So let's go ahead, let's climb up. I'm going to try to do this with one hand while I'm holding the phone. All right, so inside, it's very spacious. You know, the one thing that I don't really like is that the cover inside is not insulated. You know, it's painted, but there's no insulation or no padding or anything. I like that the struts are inside, not outside like some of them. So we have a window there. We got another window. We got some little gear bags over there, and there's two more on that side. And you do have, you know, the sunroof, I guess, you know, which is another window. So you have 4 windows in here for ventilation. And then all along the top, you do have little rings for gear that you can put up. Yeah, so it is very, very spacious inside. The mat isn't really that thick. You know, it's probably only that thick right there. You know, so I will be putting, you know, another sleeping pad in here. And, you know, just to make it a little more comfortable. You know, but there is an anti-condensation mat in here. And, you know, the nice thing is you can put a fan up in the corner and blow out any other condensation you have. Now, all the windows do come with the little awning over it for the rain, the screen, and the solid flap. You know, so the solid flap's going to look like that. That window is probably not going to be open because that's going to be over by the cab of the truck. And, you know, so inside is very spacious. I picked this one because it is big. A lot of them say that, oh yeah, you can fit 2 people in here. My older tent says you can fit 2 adults. No, maybe 1 and a child. You know, so set up easy. Took me like no time at all, and it does have that handle strap right there. It is for closing, and if it's really raining, that rain awning right there zippers down, and you can totally encapsulate yourself. You know, so all in all, size-wise is decent. It fits perfect on my rack. You know, I have no hang off, nothing. Insulation, it does come with, you know, your standard install methods. You have, you know, the slide track bolts that I'm using right there, but you also have the U-bolts. You know, so all in all, it's a pretty decent tent for the price. The one thing I'm not happy about is the cracking of the shell. That did not happen during shipping. You know, I made sure that it was perfect while the shipper was still here. And that's just basically from driving. And yeah, so I'm not too happy with that. I kind of regret getting this one. They do have like the aluminum hard shell clam opening one that's like kind of like the 60-degree angle or something. Should have gotten that one. But you know, all in all, I'm going to see if I could do something to fix that. If you're just starting out with overlanding, this is a good tent. You know, it's going to... There was a bug. It's not going to last forever. I don't think they're meant to last forever. And, yeah, so there's the other window with the little awning. But all in all, it is a decent tent. I've crawled up in it already. And as I said, I'm 260 pounds. I sprawled out and I was very comfortable. And, the one, besides the cracking of the shell, the big downfall is there's no light inside. A lot of other brands come with LED lights inside. There's none in there. So you'll have to put one in. No biggie. So, all right. Well, that was, as I said, it was short, sweet, got to the point. And here's a far back look of, let me Well, I mean, you already got my license plate, but it's all good. You know, so it is a decent sized tent. You could easily fit 2 people in there. And that's my VetX sticker. What? So for the price of it, you know, I think the tent itself is like $1,000, and then shipping was like $300. Excuse me. But all in all, it's a decent tent. Even with the cracks, I look, there's no mold or anything inside. There's no smell coming in. So I'll probably just put some rubber sealant on there, just seal them all up and go from there. But anywho, that's the review. My personal opinion, spend a couple $100 more, get the hard shell, you know, if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for something like this tent here, it's decent. It'll get you by, and always upgrade. All right, so I appreciate you all watching. Once again, this is the Top B hard shell tent. I call them hybrid because you get, you know, the best of both worlds with the tents. So yeah, appreciate it. And I'll be doing more videos of gear review and things that I got. All right, have a nice day, you guys.